Hey guys, Nikki here, writing for Jesus. Okay, today's the day to do my February wrap up. So I'm super glad that I'm doing the monthly wrap ups now because it's just more organized and way easier to just figure out, oh, when should I do a wrap up? So really cool, really fun. All right, so let's just jump right in. Let's start with one of my favorite reads, possibly my favorite read of the month. 5 stars. Was there any doubt? Was there any doubt? No. 5 stars. Wonka Novelization. My new favorite movie. One of my new favorite books. This is written by Zabil Pounder, and I absolutely loved this. It was so good. You know what? Let's make this review a little more fun.
Close your eyes and count to 10. Make a wish now. Open them. Here's a store that's like no other. If it were, I wouldn't bother. Chocolate bushes, chocolate trees, chocolate flowers and chocolate bees, chocolate memories that a boy once saved before they melted away. A world of your own, a place to escape to. A world of your own, where you can be free. Wherever you go, wherever life takes you, this is your home. A world of your own.
Just wanted to show the full outfit. These boots. Okay, now we're ready to talk about the book. Now we're in the whole Willy Wonka mode. And so, I absolutely loved this. It did not disappoint. I thought it was going to be 5 stars. It was 5 stars. So, it just follows the movie. So, it is all about the origin story of Willy Wonka. He's about 20, 22 years old, and he wants to become a chocolate maker and make everyone happy with his chocolate. And he is so, inventive. He does things way different than his competitors, and they get really jealous and try to ruin him. So, kind of like a coming of age story. He kind of reminds me of a male Cinderella because he works so hard, he is so kind-hearted, and he does not say one mean word to anybody, even though they treat him like garbage. So, yeah, and good prevails. So I love it. I love the messages in the book and in the movie. It was so good. It was so funny. I was laughing. I actually cried, like, at the end of this, like, because everything was just written so well. It really, like, tugged at your heartstrings. It's really beautiful. I was feeling all the feels that I felt when I watched the movie. Yeah, I never cry in books, and I did in this one, so that should say something. So one of my top reads, like, ever, like, so good. Oh yeah, and something really strange. I brought this book with me on my trip when I went to Kerrville, and the purple started coming off up here. It looks kind of cool. It looks kind of magical. Like, it's not all the way filled in yet, but it was when I bought it. So I guess it rubbed off on something in my bag. I don't know, but it kind of looks cool. So, all right, 5 stars. And then the other day, I just reread this Amelia Bedelia book about her going to help out at the doctor's office, and hilarious. She takes everything literally. So yeah, she's always getting into shenanigans, but then she always makes things right with food. making people happy with food, and so she gets everybody ice cream and makes everybody happy. So super cute. And then my mom found this book at our house. So she knew I was collecting our Dr. Seuss books, and so she gave this to me. It's Happy Birthday to You. Super sweet, 5 stars. Just about this bird who comes and he does all these fun things for your birthday. And it was just super sweet, rhyming and flow that Dr. Seuss always has, and awesome creatures and whimsical world. It's just really pretty and so like joyful, you know. So, and then the little boy, he's like gonna swim. I got a Sharpie and I colored in, so it looks like he has shorts on because he wasn't wearing anything in the picture. I'm like, what is this, Dr. Seuss? What are you doing? So then here too, I drew little shorts on him. So I was like, not in my house. So that was fun. Oh, and then let's talk about a DNF that I had. So it was right before I stopped doing the book club with the library. We were gonna read a Mrs. Jeffries book, and y'all know I do not like mysteries, like not the back then kind of mysteries. I like suspense, like contemporary. But yeah, and like the other 2 people in my group, they didn't like it either. Like we all like just were like slow going through it, all DNF'd. So yeah, I don't even remember the title. It was like Mrs. Jeffries Takes the Stage or something. Put a picture here. Yeah, just not for me. Those are not for me. DNF'd that. Luckily, I had just borrowed it from the library. I borrowed it on my Kindle, so no money lost. Okay, so this was really cool. This was the first read that I read in February. So I had a friend who was talking to me when we went out to dinner, and she was like, hey, my friend wrote a book, like a fantasy, and would you be interested in reading it because she wants beta readers? And I was like, yes, like that is one of my most favorite things to do, is to edit people's work, is to read things and edit and give my feedback. So much fun. It is awesome. I mean, even in the writing process with my books, my favorite part is editing. It's just cleaning up and making it look better. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take off the hat because I'm kind of getting hot. So I read this book. It was called Fair by Fire by Anna Lynch. And so I beta read it and I gave her my feedback, and it was pretty good. It was like one of my first kind of like fantasy reads. Like it is YA, it's clean. And yeah, it was just about like this princess, and someone else was trying to take over her kingdom and her having to figure out what to do, and had dragons. That was the best part. Like wet, like dragons, like that was really cool. So I really enjoyed everything she did with the dragons. I can't really give it a star rating because it's not the final draft that she gave me. So yeah, super fun experience. I really enjoyed it. And once she publishes, then I will link the info down below and I will announce it and I'll let all you guys know. Yeah, enjoyed that. And then I also wanted to talk about my friend Joan Mbola and Karina Campbell. So the first fantasy novella that I ever read was by Karina Campbell. So she wrote a kind of pirate story called Free, and then she wrote the sequel to that, True Colors, I think. They're available on her Patreon. Taking Flight is the first like fantasy book that I read. It was about dragons and princesses, kind of the same feel, and it was cute. Like I read it in one sitting. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Her audience is really more geared for younger readers. The second book, True Colors, I beta read that one as well. So that was a really fun experience. And then Joan Mbola, she's written like 2 devotionals and 4 contemporary Christian romance novels. I beta read the first book in the series. And that was a really fun experience as well. So I'll link their information down below if you want to check them out. Joan does more like vlogs and stuff, and then Karina does more writing tips. So feel free to check them out. Okay. And then next, I read Frozen 2, the novelization. So I was really excited when I had first bought this, and when I cracked it open, I was like, all right, like the first novelization got 4 stars. I love the cover so much, and the actual hardback cover is really pretty. And then in the back here, it comes with a poster that you can like pull out and hang up or whatever. The light. Isn't that cool? This just was very mediocre. Like, I don't even think I'm gonna keep this because it is the movie. I read it, and the dialogue and everything like is the same, so I enjoyed it, but I didn't like the writing style. Like, who wrote this? It doesn't even say. Okay, that's weird. It doesn't say who wrote it, like on the front cover. David Blaze. That's a cool name. So there are a couple of deleted scenes in here, which was pretty cool, but it just kind of dragged. Like, there were some sections where like he would just like go into detail about talking about the enchanted forest and the way the trees looked, and like kind of get flowery in the description, and I'm like, okay, I really don't care. Like, I'm not big on description of areas and trees and foliage and all that kind of stuff. I really don't care. I want to feel like more detail, more description on someone's emotions and what they're feeling and stuff like that. And that he really didn't go into detail of describing that. He would just like tell you, you know, oh, like seriously verbatim. He was like, Anna, wait, Kristoff shouted, you know, fearful for her life. Just like, of course he's frightened for her life. He's her fiance. Like, just stuff like that, or like he just kept telling you how they felt. Like, I'm like, well, I know. Like, it just felt kind of telly, just kind of obvious, I guess. I don't know. I didn't love the writing style. It really wasn't doing much for me. But yeah, 3 stars, just very mediocre. But it did make me want to watch the movie again. So, okay. Now for a great novelization. This is great. This is a good novelization. The Chosen, Season 2, Come and See, by Jerry B. Jenkins. This one was a winner. There were a couple times when he kind of was a little telly, like, oh, you know, Simon feels frustrated. Like, he kind of tells you how they're feeling. It is third person present tense, which does not help. But this was really good. It is all 8 episodes of Season 2 of The Chosen. And it seemed like each episode was getting better. Like, the way it's cool because there are deleted scenes and things in here that you don't see as the viewer, but then as a reader you can see that. And it's so cool because this is why I love novelizations, because you get to see inside the character's head and see what they're thinking when they do certain things. It's really like just still impacting me because it's The Chosen, and so the dialogue that they have, man, woo, like it is seriously like spirit-led. Like, this show is the best show ever. The way that this ended, he is about to give his Sermon on the Mount before the people, and so Jerry B. Jenkins does that scene from Jesus' perspective, and it got me. Like, it was so awesome to see his love for the people and how important this sermon is and how hardworking he is and how he was so focused on like, okay, I'm gonna like do this for them, do this for my Father. Like, it's just cool. The Chosen really shows Yeshua's like humanity. Like, he has a personality. Crazy how TV and movies have shaped our thoughts on everything, but how it really has shaped my thoughts on Jesus himself and like how he was and how he is. And you know, you see him in the other kind of movies and he's very kind, he's very quiet, he's just very kind of subdued, and he seems joyful, like happy, but he just seems very subdued, you know? And this show really has opened up, like, he was human, like he was 100% human, 100% divine. And so yeah, he's, you know, dancing with the disciples in Cana. He's laughing and he's like making jokes, like he's so funny, like he has a distinct personality. And I love how he doesn't have blonde hair, blue eyes, like he looks Jewish and he blends in with his disciples, like he just fits right in with them. Like I love it. So, and in the theaters, episode 1, 2, and 3 were incredible. 4, 5, 6 were even more incredible. And then tonight, 7 and 8 are coming out, and I'm gonna go watch it tonight in about an hour. So I'm excited. But this was great. 4.5 stars. I love getting inside these characters' heads. It is so much fun to see what they might have been thinking, and just to like watch the show again, but through a book. It's just so cool. So, woo! How old is this girl? 12? Reka, how old are you? Think you're 12? 13? You blew me away, girl. This is amazing. So Chantel from Chantel Reads All Day, her daughter wrote this, and it is available on Amazon. Go pick up a copy right now. Like seriously, I'm not kidding. This is incredible. This is about a boy in foster care, and he has just been going from family to family to family, and he just does not feel like he belongs. He feels like a lone wolf. And so the cover shows everything that is inside his heart, all the things that really matter to him. She has little like, what do you call it? Like little kind of side notes, like annotations or little like cliff notes, I guess, at the bottom. So she's got little facts and stuff. She has facts up here about wolves, which is pretty cool. I like the way it's laid out. I read this in one sitting, and I was kind of blown away by how well this is written. Like, there are times when I was like, oh, like some of the things that she has done in here, I feel like I kind of have aspired to write like that. I really like the first person present tense take on it. That is my favorite way to write. And everything is just very short and sweet, but it doesn't feel jerky or choppy. And that is a hard thing to master. For emphasis, she'll like repeat a phrase, which is another tactic that is kind of hard to master, because people have complained about that in the book Hatchet, that he keeps talking about the secret, the secret, the secret. And people like have said they don't like to read that book aloud, they don't like the audio, they don't like the book at all, just because of how it's written. And I personally really liked it. I don't like when things are repeated, but I don't like when they're repeated unintentionally. I like it when you can tell they're doing it on purpose for effect. And so this was very powerful. Like, you can tell, I feel like no word is wasted in this book. It is very, very powerful, short and sweet, packs a punch. So go pick up a copy. Reka, you're gonna go far. You keep writing, keep using your gift for the Lord, and he's gonna bless you. Like, keep enjoying it, keep having fun. I can tell you had fun writing this. It was fun to read, and I wish you all the best of luck. I'm gonna be praying for you. God bless you. That's everything. That's my video. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. So bye.